everyone. Thanks again for tuning into Sin's Workshop. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, today we are going to be talking about Frank Herbert's Dune. I have to say, I'm very angry at myself for not reading this book sooner. I love the Dune miniseries, and I love the Children of Dune miniseries so much, but there was just something about this book that I'm just like, it was intimidating. You know, it was intimidating because I know there's so much subtext to it after watching the miniseries. No, I have not watched the new movie yet. I will. No, trust me. So I was really intimidated. I'm like, am I going to understand it? Like, I don't even know Frank Herbert's writing style. I mean, the story seems so complex, and so the very idea that there's more, because there's always more in a book than there was in the miniseries, and that was a 10-hour-long miniseries. 8 hours? It's long. Or was it 6 hours? I might be confusing my miniseries. Anyway, it was long, and it was extensive, and just the idea that there's even more in the book was just kind of daunting to me. Frank Herbert's writing style is beautiful. It's so accessible, I guess is the right word for it. It's a complex story, for sure. There's a lot of political intrigue. There's a lot of religious undertones. There's definitely a lot to unpack in this novel that I'm definitely not going to be able to talk about in this review because I also don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil your enjoyment of it, rather. But he has such an ease with his storytelling. You know, it's so easy to follow, and it's so easy to understand all of that religious undertones, all those political undertones. This is definitely a book you can sit down and discuss with fellow readers because there's just so much to unpack. There's no way I could even think about unpacking all of it in a review that's not going to be like at least an hour long, so we're not going to do that. But his writing style is so easy to follow. There's a lot, and there's a lot of switching between character dynamics. I do like the epigraphs, by Princess Irulan at the beginning of every chapter. They give you kind of insight into the story and where the story is going to take place. So it's very easy to understand. It's very easy to follow. And if you are a sci-fi reader, this is definitely something you have to read. Again, it's no wonder it's a masterpiece. It's no wonder it's considered a classic of sci-fi, of science fiction. It's no wonder when it came out why it won awards, because it's just breathtaking. It's easy to understand. It's easy to follow. I will say that second chapter with the Baron and his mentat talking about, oh, look at us, look how smart we are. I was just like, okay, this is kind of boring. I don't need to listen to you guys be so obnoxious. But that's literally one chapter out of the entire book. And I think that's also because I don't like the Baron. No one should like the Baron. He's a dick. And his mentat, also a dick. Don't like them. But I like everything else. And I do like that they are antagonists. I will say this. They are very intelligent antagonists. They're vile. They are vile people. But they're supposed to be vile, And that's another thing I loved about this story and why it was so accessible. You have all these shifting point of views. Some people just for a chapter, or a chapter here and there, like Leto Atreides, his father. Once he's dead, you don't get to hear from him again, but you're getting a really good scope of the universe. You're getting a lot of world building trickled throughout the story, and that's what I love about it, I love the complexities of the government, the controlling system, I should say, the controlling power. I love all the complexities of it, but it's really easy to understand. It is accessible, and seeing all these complex characters come to life, no one's just good, and no, Paul is pretty good. and the Baron's just evil. So you're seeing a lot of shifting of grays. You know, there are lots of complex characters. Everyone is complex. And that gives the story more depth. You know, you don't want two-dimensional characters when you're reading a book. You want characters that you love. You want characters that you hate. And that's what Frank Herbert does. You know, he gives you a really good scope of the story through these characters and throughout the entire narrative. And let me just say, Paul's character development, oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I need more, you know. I need to read Messiah and Children and Heretics and God, Emperor, and Chapter House. I need to read it all now. I need to read this extensive universe. I mean, Frank Herbert, he has hooked me into this world that he has built. I am engaged, you know, and I think that's a good feeling when you read a book and you're just like, now I need to go read every single book in this universe. Because I also do like Kevin J. Anderson, his writing, and he's also, you know, continuing it on with Brian Herbert. You know, they're continuing the Dune legacy, and I like Kevin J. Anderson's writing. I like his space operas. I have a whole bunch. The Saga of Seven Sons, so good. So I do like their writing styles. So now I need to read more. I need to read everything written by Frank Herbert because his writing style is so wonderful. It's accessible. It's easy to understand, you know, while he's also layering in all these complexities into the story. You know, it's accessible to you as a reader, and I think that that's really incredible. You know, it's like, come on. It's no wonder this is considered a masterpiece of science fiction. I mean, it's no wonder. It's a no-brainer. Just go read it. Buy it, read it, get it from your local library. It's amazing. I loved it. It gets 5 out of 5 stars. Surprise, surprise. In any case, thank you all for tuning into Sin's workshop. I will include links on where to purchase the book in the description below. Please do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel and sharing it with all your book-loving friends. You can also become a supporter on Buy Me a Coffee with a one-time $1 donation or by purchasing one of my handmade candles. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, happy reading.